start gathering footage for this video, but hey, I couldn't be asked to do anything to do with Watch Dogs 2, but I've run out of excuses, so here we go. It's gonna be original concept, 26 things I don't like about Watch Dogs 2 from A all the way to Z. So the A is for AI. Now the AI within Watch Dogs 2 is just completely broken. It's just, people laugh at you just when they're walking past. People run away when you're trying to take a selfie. People come running up to you when you're trying to shoot them. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. In the original Watch Dogs, drinking had a purpose. It actually affected you in the game. But in Watch Dogs 2, drinking has no purpose. But no, Ubisoft didn't take it out. They just left it in. So B is for being, which you can drink, but it doesn't do anything. Now C is something which in my mind can make or break a game, and it's the corpse launchers. Now, several of Watch Dogs 2's competitors, GTA 5, have amazing corpse launchers. Gmod, amazing. But Watch Dogs 2 is just disappointing. If I blow someone up over a wall, I want to go at least 5 meters in the air. I cannot say how much I hate the D in Watch Dogs 2. Driving, it seems to be one of the main parts of the game. But then the controls are just, yeah. The cars on offer are terrible, and you can get the best one for free. It's just, there's nothing that motivates me to drive from one place to another when I could just as easily fast travel. It's just, there's no point. They sound horrible as well. E is for easy getaways. Now, I don't know if this was a glitch or not, but the gameplay you're seeing, it's just horrendous. I just press circle to hide in a car and suddenly I am completely invincible from all of the gunfight around me. I don't really know what's going on. But if it was a glitch, it wouldn't be the only one in Watch Dogs 2. F stands for frustration, or frustrating races. Now, drone races are a good addition to Watch Dogs 2. They had a bit of variety, and in all honesty, I just couldn't think of something for F. But maybe it's just because I'm a noob. But I always fail at the last moment, and it always gets really difficult at the last moment. I can't. G stands for glitches, of course. What else did you think it was going to be? Now I'm going to compare Watch Dogs 2 to GTA 5 a lot in this video. And a lot of people will say that's not fair, but watch. GTA has an assortment of aerial vehicles, helicopters, jets, other things, but Watch Dogs 2, no. They coded helicopters into the game, but they're only for the police, so you can't drive them. Isn't that just great? I stands for interruptions. Now, whilst playing Watch Dogs 2, you will be greeted with lots of purple messages on your screen telling you to play with other people who are like hacking into your game or stuff like that. But the issue here is, what if I don't want to? What if I'm, for example, and this has happened, halfway through a cutscene, and I suddenly want to actually watch the cutscene instead of being automatically invited into some public event and dying whilst I'm in the cutscene, right? What if I want to do that? J is for, I just noticed there's no children. Like, physically, how do you expect this to be a realistic interpretation of San Francisco without children? And to be fair, it's not that much of a concern. It's just I couldn't think of something for J. But hey, where are the children? K stands for yeah, it keeps crashing. Yeah, because I couldn't think of anything else. But you know, lots of websites seem to say it, and hey. Now this next one's probably a bit more personal than worldwide, but lots of the game is built around stealth, and in my opinion, that's probably not the best thing to do. They do not encourage you to go into combat at all. All the guns are absolutely terrible in third person, and honestly, you're just going to get fucked over. You would be much better off using stealth and cover, but then what if you die? What if you have to do the whole thing again? I don't like games that are built around stealth, and yeah, Watch Dogs is no exception to this rule. I mean, in this clip, I do manage to succeed, but it took me many tries. M is for memes, and memes are something that I love in a game. I'm going to give a game developer a lot of credit if they put memes in their game. A lot of people don't take the time to. But in Watch Dogs 2, they're just really, really terrible and weak. Now, how Watch Dogs 2 likes to separate itself from the rest of the competition is that it's got hacking. But this is not a good thing. Like these nerd puzzles, they're just a silly thing. They take way too much skill and time, and if you haven't played the original like me, you're just gonna spend the whole time on YouTube looking for tutorials and then getting cross and then just playing another game. Just don't even. Ugh. Hats are a very good element of character customization in Watch Dogs 2, but they are really, really overpriced. And I just think I should be able to buy a hat for $5. I don't think they'd really cost $300 or however much they are in the clip you're currently watching. I don't know, I haven't actually seen it myself. I'm watching this clip back, it actually doesn't seem that bad, but P is for the police priorities. Now I've just got this lady arrested for like, I don't know, murder or something. But then I punch her, just to restrain her from getting away. And then the police, well, I thought they tried to arrest me, but actually on watching the clip back they don't. But still, the police in this game are questionable at best. Now I've already talked about racing them, but the quadricopter, it's needed for like almost every single story mission, right from the start, but it costs $70,000 to unlock. Like, what? How am I supposed to get that much money? Just by walking around doing random stuff and picking it up from random people, hacking stuff? Is that what you want me to do? I just don't think the quadricopter, Q, was implemented properly in this game. Hacking also brings about other stuff, and R stands for robots. Now robots are a pretty interesting game, like feature, but to be honest, I don't like them. They're just like, if you have to get to some kind of location, if there was humans there, you could just, I don't know, hack them and they'll die or something. But if there's robots there, then you hack them and then they go to sleep for a bit, but then you have to keep hacking them, and they're just really annoying, in my opinion. S stands for the sinking mechanics. Now in Watch Dogs 2, you can drive a dump truck like I'm doing here, and you can just take it wherever you want. In my case, I took it into a little pool of water. Except, no, it's not a little pool of water. I go about 10 metres in, and I managed to sink almost vertically. Well, I'm not sure how that's entirely possible, but hey, it's Watch Dogs 2. Anything can happen. The sinking mechanics aren't the best. T stands for tedious mission. Now, there's literally a mission in Watch Dogs 2 that requires you to drive slow. Like, I did not buy this game just to go around every single mission, hack something, hack these people, reach the objective, do this hacking thing, drive slowly. I would rather just do a GTA mission. They're more exciting, aren't they? U stands for Ubisoft's servers, which are, in my opinion, the worst part of Watch Dogs 2. Now, okay, you've made a terrible game with boring missions, and boring stuff, and boring things that don't stand out in any way. But if you've got good service, at least you could play it with other people and might get, I don't know, a little bit of fun out of it. But no, this game launched without the multiplayer servers working, and they didn't work till about a month after it was launched. And even now, I don't think I've ever got them to work. So come on, Ubisoft, step your game up. V is standing for the voice acting. Now you're gonna have to take a little listen to this one, but just make your own mind up. I genuinely think they ran out of women to actually do the voice acting, and they just said, fuck it, let's do a man.
They went public with videos of my surgeries. But here's the thing. I don't give a shit. I got nothing to hide.
W stands for the window cleaners in the game. Now, you're going to need a bit of context here. I was just driving around. I stole a car from inside a car shop and drove it through a window. Then I died later and I respawned, and the window cleaner was still cleaning where I'd broken the window. Yeah, it was a bit weird. It really was. Keep your eye out in the top left corner of this, because the dogs are doing some pretty disgusting stuff. X stands for X-rated content. Watch Dogs has quite a nice map. It's vibrant, it's colourful, and it's full of life. And I'm not sure if it's bigger than GTA 5's or not, but it's pretty big. But the issue with it, the major issue, is what Y stands for. You can't go inside most of the buildings. Like, look at this stadium. It looks really pretty, right? But you can't go in it. There's millions and millions of buildings which are marked on a map which you can't even go in. And yeah, I don't like it. Now, I'm actually glad that Ubisoft decided to release a DLC that began with Z, because it actually gave me something to do in this video. But Z stands for the Zodiac Killer DLC. Now, this is more of an issue with all games, to be fair, and it's DLCs that they add in lots of content. I mean, looking at the trailer for this, it looks sick. It looks way nicer than any of the stuff in the game. But no, you have to pay extra for it. I think it's a pre-order bonus or something. I just don't think that's not really on. And with that, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching. If you like Watch Dogs 2, please tell me. And I really don't want to do any more Watch Dogs 2 content. It took me about a month to build up the mental determination to complete this video, but hey.